Hey, what's good, guys? Clutch Entertainment here, back in another video, and for today's going to be talking about the Houston Texans. And according to Aaron Wilson, the Houston Texans have just signed free agent running back Cam Akers, and Cam Akers was just most recently with the Minnesota Vikings, and before that, of course, he was with the Los Angeles Rams, the team he was originally drafted to in the second round. We just signed a former second round running back, and that's pretty exciting. Of course, we add him to a backfield that already consists of Joe Mixon, Dameon Pierce, but honestly, for me, I wouldn't be too excited, because the main thing when I heard this is he's already had two major Achilles injuries, and both are to the same foot, same leg, same area really. And Achilles injuries, as we know, they're not players or athletes' best friends at all, especially when you're a running back. That's kind of worrisome, kind of scary. But the main thing, he's not going to be expected to be a running back one, or maybe even really at a running back two. Worst case, maybe he gets 5 carries a game. I don't know, something like that. If even something like that, it's probably going to be more of a kick returner for us. Maybe more on the leg. They have like special teams, kick returns, especially with the new kickoff rule. So Cam Akers being that running back 3 and then being on special teams, I feel like that's a pretty good signing. Low risk, high reward. He is going to be 26 at the... Oh, no, actually, no. He's 25. He doesn't turn 26 till next year, so he's still a very young guy. He's 25. 25, former second-round pick. His best year was in 2022, his third year in the NFL. We had 786 yards total, 4.2 yards per carry, and 7 touchdowns that year. And then after that, of course, he had a couple of injuries. But then in 2023, this is when he had his second Achilles tear. And, that just wasn't the best at all. He did end up playing with the Vikings last season before he tore his Achilles. He had 138 total rushing yards on 3.6 yards per carry, which isn't exactly good at all by any means. But to be fair, it is the Vikings. Their offense kind of sucked. They didn't really have much going for them. Kirk Cousins tore his ACL. The offense was kind of just revolving around the run game and Justin Jefferson, so it wasn't hard to lock that up. But yeah, again, the main thing for me, 2 major Achilles tears or injuries, and I'm not sure exactly how he's going to bounce back after that. An Achilles tear is nothing to play with, as we've seen from numerous sports, really, not even the NFL. You see soccer, you see baseball, even basketball at times. Some players just don't come back the same. But then you can look at players like Kevin Durant, of course. He suffered a major Achilles tear, and he came back looking like the same exact guy. So there's cases like that, but then there's also cases like Deontay Foreman, where I guess he did come back and have a pretty successful NFL career. I'm not sure I would say a good one, but he got a couple of contracts, so pretty decent. But yeah, Cam Akers, adding him to a running back room that already consists Joe Mixon, Dameon Pierce. But I think the main thing is what's going to happen with Jawar Jordan. I think he's probably just going to end up on the practice squad now. With the signing of Cam Akers, that's probably the only thing that makes sense. I could see Houston carrying, let's see, they're probably going to carry 4 running backs. It's going to be Joe Mixon, Dameon Pierce, Cam Akers, and then I think they end up keeping Derry or Goanabale. I keep mispronouncing his name. I'm sorry. You know who I'm talking about. Derry, the guy who can kick the ball as well, mainly for special teams reasons. And then they'll probably put Jawar Jordan on the practice squad, I would assume. But yeah, very, very good running back room, a ton of potential. Joe Mixon, of course, we already know how good he is. He's in his prime. Hopefully doesn't have that little drop off that most older running backs do. So we have a prime Joe Mixon. We have a Dameon Pierce who's looking to bounce back after not really being a scheme fit last season. Let's see how he can bounce back exactly. Cam Akers, who's coming off of another Achilles injury, but does have a lot of talent, still very young. You can say he has fresh legs because he hasn't really taken too many snaps or carries in the NFL in his career. It's less than, let's see, he has less than 400 total. He has less than 500 total carries in the NFL. And to be 25 with under 500 carries in the NFL, that's nothing really. You're just barely scratching the surface. But the biggest thing is, of course, as I said, the 2 Achilles injuries. But very good signing overall. Low risk, high reward. Probably going to end up being a 1-year deal for a league minimum or something like that. Wouldn't expect nothing crazy. Maybe $3 million or something like that. But yeah, let me know what y'all guys think down below about the signing. Do you think it's a good signing? I think most people should agree that it is. I don't think how you can see it's a bad signing. At worst, he's a running back 3. or you just cut him. I mean, if he comes into camp and he doesn't look that good, you just cut him. But still very young. Let's see how it turns out. But yeah, it's been Clutch here, Entertainment, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.